Did Vanessa Wong win the gold medal in the last World Mind Sports Games?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
1 and 5. Did Jason ever win a gold medal?
No.
Bonus point.
Oh.
No, they talked about in the article about how she did very well. It is the alien's best friend, Mr. Jason. How is you today?
I'm good.
You're good. Did you have another class today?
Yes.
Before. What time does that class finish?
It finished at 6:30.
Okay. So did you get a chance to eat? Yeah, because it's already 8:20. So you're all set? You ready for Interest 16 final speaking test?
Yes.
And you have your test papers, so you know what topics we're going to talk about?
Yes.
And you have your reading? Your book?
Yes.
Okay. Because we're going to read about mind sports and whether or not they should be in the Olympics or not. All right, chess and Go and Chinese chess and card games. Not all card games, but some card games. Yeah. All right. Well, good then. If you're ready to go, then we shall start. So, part 1, social interactions. Social interaction. The 2 topics I picked were from lesson 5. Oh, bless you. 3. Was lesson 3 and lesson 8, I think. So I thought we would talk about the sports culture. Remember the kids in Brazil having their little international tournaments, and then we talked about the history of languages as well. So we'll talk a little bit about what languages are more difficult and the ones you want to learn, that kind of stuff, to get us all warmed up. Then we'll review our topic on mind sports, and I'll ask you questions for comprehension. So. Topic 1, sports culture. All right. Do you have sports teams in your school or locally around where you live in Vandun?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What sports teams or clubs too? What sports teams do you have in your school?
The school have like the football team and the chess team.
Chess team. That's cool because Alien's brother, Jack, who goes to school, same school as Coco, which I don't think you've met Coco before. Well, maybe you have. He lives in Vandun too. He just played in a chess tournament at his high school, and he won the high school.
Oh.
He won his class, and then he won the whole school. He's a grade 11. He had to beat 2 grade 12ers. So good for him. Are you good at chess?
I'd say I'm pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Okay. Do you want to play?
No.
You don't want to play against me? Why not?
No, not now.
Not right now. We're doing tests, but tomorrow.
No.
On the weekend.
I'm lazy. No.
You're too lazy to play me chess?
I think so.
You think so? I like chess. I haven't played in a long time, but I used to play a lot of chess. All right, so you got a football team and you got chess. How does that work at your school? Well, it's like a league? You have a schedule and you play different people in school, and then you have a championship at the end of the year? How does it work?
I am not really sure about how it works.
So you don't play in the chess league at your school or the chess club?
No, no, I
Oh,
don't.
but you're pretty good at it. So why don't you play against good competition?
I'm lazy.
Uh, Lazy is a very bad trait to have, Jason. So you prefer to go home and play video games?
Mm, yeah.
Jason, I'm coming up there to kick your BB. Unbelievable. Talk to your mom and dad. Oh, no more lazy Jason. And come get my chair too.
No.
All right. What about locally? Do you guys have any badminton teams or circuit or anything like that, or basketball or anything?
I don't. I'm not sure.
Chicken chasing?
I don't think so.
You don't have any chase the chicken contests?
No.
Chase the
Cause no.
ducks?
No. 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 No.
Ride a goat?
No.
No riding goats either. Oh my god. Huh. So does your football team at your school you play against other schools?
Yeah, I think how that works.
But you don't play football either
Yeah.
because you're lazy.
Yeah.
No. Do you think schools should have more sports and clubs?
Yes, I think. Yeah. Yes.
So you think it'd be good for the school? Me too. I think they should have tons of clubs and after school activities and as many sports as possible and as organized as much as possible to give you guys all more opportunities. So, which sports or clubs would you like to see the school start?
I think maybe badminton.
It's probably the national sport. That would be a good idea. Could be like clubs too, like drama club or art club or music or different things like that too. It doesn't have to be all sports. Would you like to do some acting?
No. No.
What about a video game club?
I don't think the school would do that.
What's your favorite video game?
I don't know. I just play it. I don't know.
Which one do you play the most?
It's probably Roblox, I think.
Roblox. That's still popular. Well,
Yeah.
there's thousands of games in Roblox, right? Hundreds anyway. What about baseball or basketball? Would you like to see the school have baseball or basketball teams?
Oh yeah.
Would you go watch any of the games?
Maybe not.
Jason, what sports or clubs would you like to be part of? If you could create one, what would it be? Fried chicken eating club?
No, that's too much. Too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
I think you should do chase the chicken club.
Huh?
If you catch them, you can eat them.
Oh, free?
If you catch them
Oh yeah.
in an open field. They're not easy to catch. Do you think you could catch a chicken in a field?
No.
I've never tried, but I've seen some videos and they're quite funny trying to catch them. They're pretty quick to run around and deke around. Do you think they should have a drama club in your school?
Yeah, totally.
So you're
Like schools in my country doesn't like clubs. Doesn't have clubs like that.
they don't invest in a lot of those clubs, yeah. I think they're really good, yeah, because it gives kids a lot of opportunities to try different things and explore interests. Keep kids busy too. Learn new things. All right. So what did you say? If you could join a club, what would it be? You didn't answer that yet. I said fried chicken, but you said no, it'd be too much.
Uh,
What kind of club or sport would you like to be part of? Or like to try?
I don't know. Um,
What about doing models and different things? Woodworking or something?
I'm lazy.
Yeah, but you gotta like doing something. You don't just sleep in your chair every day, do you?
Sleeping club.
A sleeping club. Oh my God. You already have a sleeping club. Don't you guys all sleep at lunchtime at school?
No, we don't usually stay at school for lunch.
You go home for lunch.
Yeah,
All the students go home?
I think not all of them.
Some stay there and sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the state schools I worked at, some go home if they live close, but a lot of them just stay there and sleep in the classroom, take a nap. So you don't play any sports at all, do you?
I do play badminton.
Play badminton sometimes. Okay. All right, topic 2, we were going to talk about languages. All right, so in languages, we had a lesson on the history of, what was it? History of there it is. History of writing. And that's when we talked about all the different alphabets and some of the ones that were really difficult to learn and how it all started, how we use pictures to start writing and mostly numbers in the beginning, actually, for buying and selling. How many languages can you speak?
Only 2. Vietnamese and English.
Yeah. So how are they different? How would you describe the difference between Vietnamese and English?
I think maybe it's like the
Tough question.
yeah.
Well, like Vietnamese is syllabic, yeah? Like syllable, 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 syllable. Where English is a lot more connected with more of a flow to it. The sentence structures are different too, because if you translate, if you try to say something in English, but you translate it from Vietnamese in your mind, often the parts of speech and the sentence structures are different, yeah? Like you guys put adjectives after the nouns.
Yeah.
Do you think Vietnamese is a difficult language to learn?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so, especially for English people. What about the alphabet? How many letters in the Vietnamese alphabet?
Let me check.
No, you're checking. You don't know. Oh, Dudley didn't know either. How many in English?
10, 20, 6, 24.
6 letters in the alphabet. 5 vowels. Vietnamese is 29.
Oh.
Do you know how many vowels in Vietnamese? But you have vowel sounds, yeah. You have like 5 different A's.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Now, you're going to have to learn a third language in college or university. I remember that in Vietnamese. But I'm surprised they don't do that earlier, actually. It's kind of, I find that be difficult for students to have to learn another language when they go to university, when they have so many other things to focus on. What language would you like to learn and why? Like I know most of the options are Chinese or Russian, I think, and Korean maybe in most universities, besides English, of course. But if you could learn any language, what would the third language be? What would you like to learn?
Maybe Spanish?
Yeah, I think that's the third most spoken language in the world. That's a good one. English is the international language, but it's not the most spoken language. Of course, it's China because Chinese have 1.4 billion people. And India's got to be up there too. What is it?
Hindi.
Hindi is the language. Hindu is the religion. Yeah. So Hindi has got to be 4 or 5. I'm sure it's got to be number. If English is number 2, Spanish is number 3, then it has to be Hindi. That's number 4, I would think, because they have the biggest population in the world now. They've passed China. India is the number 1 most populated country in the world now. So it has to be Hindu. But every time I check on Google, they list different countries and different numbers. It's like they really have a hard time getting accurate numbers. I don't know who's accurate and who's not. Arabic is another big one. A lot of people speak Arabic because there's a lot of countries that are pretty heavily populated, like Pakistan. I think there's like 250 some million people there. That's a lot of people. Okay. So why would you want to learn Spanish?
Because there's a lot of people that I meet on social media that speak Spanish.
Oh, okay. Are these people that you meet, are they gamers or do you have other platforms that you talk to people on the internet?
Like gamers, I think.
Mostly gamers. So a lot of Spanish, huh? Are they Spanish from Spain or are they Spanish from South America?
I don't know.
You don't know. Just know they're Spanish. Or they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. Last question before we go to reading comprehension. Which language do you think are the hardest to learn and why?
I think it's the Russian.
Slavic languages.
Because those handwritings looks very, very difficult.
It does look difficult. You think it looks more difficult than Chinese? Caricature writings?
Maybe
harder?
Yeah.
I would think Chinese is probably harder than Russian, but who knows? I've never learned either one, so I don't know. What other languages do you think to be difficult? What about the writing in Cambodia and Thailand? Have you ever seen their writing, their literature?
No, I have never seen.
Oh, that looks difficult. Like it looks like an ocean. Like it's just keep one long line. I don't know where the words are. I don't know where the sentence ends. I don't know how it works. I was really surprised when I traveled through Cambodia and Thailand and how the language was written. And I was told it was quite difficult to learn too. What other countries do you think would be difficult?
I think.
What about the one that they write from the right to the left as opposed to the left to the right? What language was that?
I don't know.
You don't know, right? When we write from the left to the right, yeah? But this language, they start from the right and then they write this way. Remember we talked about that in class? Who does that?
That sounds very familiar.
It should. We just did it a little while ago. 2 weeks ago. Arabic.
Oh.
Arabic language. That's supposedly one of the most difficult languages too. You know, they say that Chinese, Korean, I think Vietnamese would be a very difficult language for many people to learn too. Arabic is really tough. Some of the Slavic languages are tough. The Russian ones. But I think what they should do is like who is studying it? Like if you speak English or French, that's part of the Romance languages. So it's a lot easier for me to learn Italian, Spanish, French, Romanian, I believe. Those languages are easier for me because they have a lot of the same structures and a lot of the words are mixed. Than it would be for an English speaker to learn Vietnamese or Russian or Arabic. And I would think that a Vietnamese would be easier for them to learn Chinese than it would be for a French person to learn Chinese. I would think. I think it depends on what your base is, but I didn't see any writings on that or any topics or any articles on it, but I haven't looked that hard either. All right, let's go to reading comprehension.
Okay.
All right. So we reviewed our mind sports, right? Mind sports, again, are all those games that we play with our minds, right? Like Go, the old Go game, what I believe the origins is China. Have you ever played Go?
No.
I'd like to learn how to play. I think you have to circle your opponent or something. You have to control the board that way. Not sure how it works, but like we talked about, we've both played chess before. And I have played a lot of cards before. So what's the difference with mind sports and normal sports?
Mind sports use our brains to play.
Yeah, you can be lazy.
Yeah.
So do you think they should be in the Olympics? Because that's the debate, right? A lot of people think it should be in the Olympics, and a lot of people think it shouldn't be in the Olympics. What do you think?
I think mind sport need to be in the Olympics.
They need to be in the Olympics. Okay. Yeah, the argument is that because, like, I don't have a side. I'm neutral, but just to explain, the one of the debates is that when a lot of people, including myself, when you think of the Olympics, you're thinking of athletes, fast runners, fast swimmers, people that are professional athletes physically. And when mind sports, of course, they train just as hard, they work just as hard to be really good at what they are, like a grand chess master and all this stuff has put as much training and time into learning how to be a grand master as someone who's doing gymnastics, I'm sure. But they're using their mind only. They're not using their physical bodies. So that's where a lot of people think it's different. True. Are all card and board games examples of mind sports?
I think so. I'm not sure all of them.
What's the difference between Monopoly and chess? You know Monopoly, yeah? You know Monopoly? Yeah. And you know chess?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, with chess, there's no luck, right? You're either better and you make the best moves, but you decide where everything is going to go, right? It's all skill, 100% skill in chess or Go or things like that. People make mistakes, but it's a mental mistake, right? But in Monopoly, how is it different?
It uses luck.
Yeah, why? How is luck involved in Monopoly?
The dice.
Exactly. So the games with dice cannot be mind sports because you cannot plan or use your mind to get a 6 or an 8 or a 10 whatever it is you need to win the game, right? It depends on the numbers you get from luck. That's why they call those games of chance. Because you could have the best strategy. You could even own the best properties and have more hotels. But if you keep rolling the dice and you keep landing on the other players' hotels and houses, you're going to lose. All because of the dice. So that's a game of chance. So that's why Monopoly cannot be in the mind sports. You have to have control of the game. Yeah. Are mind sport competitions popular with many people?
I'd say it's not too popular.
0 for 2. Jason, you didn't review your questions. No. Millions of people watch the mind games. It's probably not as popular as the Olympics, but it's popular with many people. What do you think? 1 million people? Is that a lot of people?
Yes.
Would you like 1 million subscribers on your YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. He'd be making some money. 0 for 2. Do matches in mind sports competition always take as a long time to play?
Not all the time.
Not all the time, no. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes what?
Sometimes it takes lots of time to play.
And sometimes?
It takes a very short time.
Yeah, just like a boxing match, yeah? Sometimes it could go all the way to 12 rounds and the judges have to give points because they're really evenly matched. But then maybe sometimes they get in like Mike Tyson and Sphinx and it ended in like 35 seconds or something. It's like, what? I just went to go get my popcorn and then the fight is over? Ah! And they didn't see anything. Really fast. Sometimes it's fast. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes a short time. 1 right. 1 and 2. Do the World Mind Sport Games happen as often as the Olympics?
Can you ask the question again?
You have to answer the question right in your front of your face. Do the World Mind Sport Games happen as often as the Olympics? Remember, the Olympics are every 4 years.
Yeah.
What about the World Mind Sports Games?
Wait.
3 in a row. 3. Unbelievable. Maybe it's not an answer.
No. Maybe it happens more.
No, exactly the same as the Olympics every 4 years.
Oh.
1 and 3. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to tell your mom you failed this test. Unbelievable. Your mom's going to be so upset.
No.
Number 5. Did Vanessa Wong win the gold medal in the last World Mind Sports Games?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
1 and 5. Did Jason ever win a gold medal?
No.
Bonus point.
Oh.
No, they talked about in the article about how she did very well for a 16-year-old in the mind sports games, but she didn't win a gold medal. She's one of the best players, maybe in the top 5, but she did not win the gold medal. 1 and 5. Wow, 1 and 4. Oh my God, Jason. Are you sure you're ready for interest 17?
Yes.
Mm. Did Vanessa teach herself how to play Go?
No.
Who taught her?
Her father.
Yeah, her father taught her how to play when she was young, and then she got really good at it. One of the world's best. Do you think she's better than her father now, or do you think her father still beats her?
I think she's better than her father.
Probably. If she is what they say, one of the best in the world, then chances are she's better than her father. Now, what other board games have you played? You play chess? What other games? Board games.
Uh, no.
No.
I haven't played other board games.
But you know Monopoly. How do you know Monopoly?
I watch other people play it.
Where? At school?
No, on social media.
Ah, you've seen them play on social media. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you play any card games?
Mm, yeah.
What card games do you play? Uno?
Yeah, you know.
Anything else?
Do you know the explosive cat? The
Explosive?
cat? The card game?
No, I don't know that one. Actually, I don't know a lot of the games. When I was a kid, there were some traditional games like 200s and Rummy, and there's a game called Gin. Crazy Eights. Queens, I think, is another one. I remember those games. I played a lot of 200s, which you have to play with a partner. And I played in quite a few tournaments of 200s when I was a teenager. But I never played Bridge, which is really popular. And even Uno, I think I only played with students in Indonesia. That was the first time I ever played Uno. Not popular in Canada when I was a kid. But I played a lot of Monopoly, and I played a lot of Risk war games on the boards. But again, it's all about the dice. Those ones. Yeah. All right, buddy. We will go to interest 17, lesson 1 next week.
Okay.
So, go back to roadblocks. Go eat your fried chicken. Don't forget to do some push-ups.
Okay. Instead of
Now
push-up, do some squat.
some squats. Okay, you do that, and I'm going to call your mom now and tell her how you got 4 wrong out of 6.
Not too bad, I think.
Unacceptable. Unbelievable. Good night, Jason.
Good night.